What is going on, my people? Welcome back to the Unfiltered Empire. You're back here with your host, the one and only Mello. It's 2025. We're in a brand new year. And 2024 was fun. It was fun. It's crazy to me how a lot of people all say the same thing about last year. And a lot of people are saying that it's like, bro, that shit was terrible. A lot of ups and downs, a lot of hard times. But that's not what 2025 is going to be, though. 2025 is going to be that year. How is it going to be that year, though? That's the real question that we got to start asking ourselves. It's day one. It's January 1st of a new year. Technically, we have to look at the universe and look at how these cycles happen in our time of living. And right now in the year, if you really think about it, January and December, for them to make this the actual new year, nothing really grows in these 2 months. This is when you're in the lab working on what you're doing. The trees all have no leaves on it. You can't grow plants during this time of the year because nothing's going to grow. The earth isn't fertile. So I would really say the new cycle is in spring. That's when the new year really starts, because then you're going to see things grow and you're going to see things blossom into what you really wanted them to be. 2024 taught so many different things, bro. It taught us a lot. And it kind of prepped us a little bit for what's coming this year if we really pay attention. All that wasting time, all that talking to people that don't really deserve your energy, all of the wasted momentum of growth, that's over with for this year, 2025. You can't afford to have another year where you're just bullshit. You can't afford to have another year where you're just not locking in and doing what you gotta do and producing something this year. This is the year to produce. This is the year where you just notice you're gonna be producing things left and right. A lot of people didn't make it into the new year with you. That's okay. A lot of people needed to be left in 2024. A lot of things needed to be left in 2024. Let's start minding our business. Let's start just focusing on ourselves and moving militant in our own daily lives. That's only going to benefit you. And this year is all about you. This year, bro, you need to get to where you're trying to go. What is your vision for this year? What are you trying to achieve? I know one of the things I'll put out there is I'm going to grow this YouTube channel. I'm going to grow the Patreon. I'm going to grow the company, the brand. It's all going to grow. The stock market, AI, all of it's going to grow. But how? How is it going to grow? By consistently doing what I know I need to do to get it done. There's always a blueprint out there for what you're trying to get done. It's just if you allow yourself to follow the blueprint. It's if you allow yourself to follow the blueprint. Gotta follow the blueprint, man. 2024. A lot of crazy things low-key happen in 2024 when you look back at it. A lot of crazy things low-key happen. Stop scrolling on social media all day. That goal you have, that dream you think is crazy, start working towards it this year. Fuck what everyone else is saying about whatever you think is right for your life. Go get what you deserve. It's out there for you. This year is the year where you become so selfish that you lose people that didn't need to be around you in the first place. Because you locked in on yourself. You locked in on making yourself better. That's all this year is about. This year is about being the best version of you. Because you don't have no more time to waste. We don't have any more time to waste. I don't have any more time to waste. I have to consistently keep doing things that's gonna make me the best version of myself. Because I have no time to waste. I saw what 2024 did to a lot of people. I saw what it did to me. I seen how it brought me down. And it brought me up, and then it brought me right back down. It brought me up again, and brought me right back down. It's just a cycle. But how am I shaking back from it? How am I getting on this pathway to greatness? That's what we're going to call it. It's our pathway to greatness. Because this is our world. We visualize and create the reality of our own choice. You choose the reality you live in by the actions you take. So this is my world. I run my world. I want my world to be the way I want my world to be. Just like you run your world and you want your world to be the way you want your world to be. But if you have all these things that's taking you away from looking at the vision of your world, you're not living free. So that's why this year is to get our freedom. We gotta start getting our freedom. We gotta start thinking with our minds. We gotta start actually moving militant. We gotta start paying attention to what's going on in these streets. Like, we can't be just staring at the phone all day long in la la land and then think, okay, life is gonna be great and buried. We have to start being more realistic this year, bro. We have to start being realistic. And you gotta start listening to the fucking truth. Listen to what people are telling you that actually have knowledge of what they're saying. Listen for once and turn off the ego and just listen for a little bit. All of us, and I'm talking to myself included, like, we have to start listening better. Because a lot of these things that are going on, a lot of the signs happening nowadays are showing us, bro, we have to start being together or else we're all fucked. And not all of us, because the people that know what's going on know. But the ones that don't know because they're mindlessly scrolling every day and not seeing nothing that actually benefits their life, yeah, bro, fucked. And why make this grateful? Why make this out of all years the year you get fucked? You don't deserve that. You don't deserve that. You deserve to be a winner. You are a winner. You have to create that life for yourself. I have to create that life for myself so I can be winning. I'm winning every day. You're winning every day. You get to wake up. You get to be here in this country. Even though this country got flaws, I'm going to get out of this country. But at least you're here. You can be somewhere else. How you hitting that next level? I promise you, just like focus on yourself. Stop watching all these things on social media. Stop listening to people that have no knowledge of what they're telling you. Just question them 1 or 2 times. If they can't go deeper than the surface level with you on the subject they're talking about, don't listen to what they're saying. Like, for real, on some real shit though. Like, on some real shit. Trust your gut, but you have to clean your gut to trust your gut. Your gut can't be dirty and then you're gonna go trust a dirty gut. It ain't gonna lead you to anything. We can't even take care of our bodies. Let's start taking care of our bodies. Let's start hitting the gym. Shit, if you can't hit the gym, let's start eating better. Because all these things benefit you in the long run. They don't benefit me. I know when I'm doing it, what's benefiting me. I know when I'm not sick, it's benefiting me. I know when I feel good, I look good, I move accordingly like a healthy human being. And of course, I love that feeling. We all deserve that feeling, bro. But there's so many things out there that's taking you away from reaching that. And they're not forcing the food in your mouth. You're the one eating it. You're the one choosing it. So it's like, I'm not even coming at you because I'm talking to myself. I'm helping myself out as well. But that's how real we have to be with ourselves. This year, we have to just be real. Just be real, just be blunt, just be truthful. Accept the truth and move on. You might not like it, you might like it. Okay, at least hear it. Don't put your ego to it and then argue. Just listen to the truth and move on. That's exactly what I'm telling myself because I need to do better on that too. This year is where you break free of the trauma that's over you. This is where we break free for real. We have to produce things that's going to bring the money to our pockets. We have to give value to people so they can pay us for something. Because we all are unique in our own way. This is the year where we come out and actually show people what we do and how we do it. You don't even gotta show nobody. Like, I'm gonna be a humble person that made it. I'm gonna be rich as fuck. I might have some publicity because, this is gonna keep getting to more and more people. More and more people are gonna fuck with this. So it's like, I'm probably gonna, get some more followers, get some more subscribers. Not probably, I will. And people might know me a little bit, but what I need to pop up on everyone and do, I don't need to do all that, bro. I'm cooling by myself. I'm chilling. And if I find that person, if I got multiple different people, that's cool, but they are around me for a reason. We benefit each other. It ain't me just dragging no one along or just taking my happiness away to please somebody else. We're not doing that this year. You tried that last year. You tried that the year before last year. Has it worked? It hasn't worked. So start doing something different. That's really plain and simple for this year. We're going to start doing something different because it hasn't worked. We're not where we want to be right now. So since we're not where we want to be, we're going to do something different. There's no reason why we don't do something different. There's no other choice but to do something different. Let's talk about what's going on in the world these past couple of days, actually. Let's talk about that. Let's go deep on some of these things so we can realize what's going on around us. Planes are crashing. That's no matter what's going on, no matter what failure, planes are crashing. That's bad. People are losing their lives. There's a wall in South Korea to the right of the runway. Who puts a wall next to a runway? That doesn't make any sense. That makes, in designing, in architecture, that just doesn't make any sense. No matter whatever function the wall is being used for, why is it so close to a runway? Because you just seen what happened. A plane ran into the wall and only like 6 people or 4 people survived out of 180 something people. That's sad. I wish grievance out to all the people. That's sad. Then you got another plane getting shot in the air by accident by the military in Russia. And then they crash landed to the ground and killed the majority of the plane. The only people that lived were in the back. You have Gonzaga's team about to cross an active runway with a Delta plane taking off the runway. You gotta realize, like, we have someone setting people on fire in a subway system multiple times. We have multiple people setting other people on fire. We have people just pushing people into the train. We have people driving a car into a crowd of people on New Year's night and killing more than 10 people and damaging more than 30 people. You just have to pay attention to the world you're living in. You have to see what's going on. And there's so much more things other than those big headlines. But I'm gonna tell you the big headlines. It gets deeper than all of that. Gets deeper than all of that. This is not this accident happened. This is not this is just a coincidence. No. Like, look deeply at what type of times we're in. We're about to shift the president that they don't fuck with. We're about to shift people in office. You just had someone in there that didn't even do anything for real. You wouldn't let him watch your child. And now he's about to go, and look at all the things happening before he goes. Now you have Louisiana in a state of emergency. There's a lot of things going on, and one thing you always have to pay attention to is the names of these people, the people that get put as the person that's doing these things, and the intention behind what's going on. The first thing you see with this car running into a group of people is they say ISIS. I bet money 99% of people don't even know America's allegiance with ISIS. No one knows the background of how ISIS is. And I like my page. I want my page to stay up, so I'm not gonna go deep on that. Like, and then your ISIS flag on the car in New Orleans on New Year's night. Why do you have an ISIS flag on your? I've never seen anyone ever in this country with an ISIS flag, ever. Out of all the years that they've been at each other, never once. Now randomly on a mass casual. Then this dude was in the army or military. I'm gonna say he's in the military. I don't know exactly which branch he was. I don't want to be wrong. I just say that because I want you to think. That's why I'm grateful you're watching this show. I'm grateful you're on this network. Keep watching this. Baseline is thinking. 2025, we're getting in that phase where we're just thinking and moving militant because we know that this shit out here is a war zone and we are going to be the ones that get blown up if we don't pay attention to what's going on. Innocent people are dying. Nothing stops me or any of you from being one of those innocent people unless we think and watch what we're doing. We can't inevitably stop it from ever happening. If it's meant for us, it's meant for us. But I can think to at least help myself out. Imagine looking at your phone crossing the street and you don't see a car coming at you 50 miles an hour. Is what's on the phone that important? Like, we have to do better. We gotta do better, bro. I know we're noticing these things happening to us, and then we just brush it off, and then we just take a bunch of things to drown it. 2025, what are you using to cope with your problems? And how can you make sure you find something natural to cope with your problems? Trust me, no one's perfect at all. We all have things we're going through. I smoke from time to time. If it's cannabis for you or weed, okay, how can you manage how much you're doing? How can you manage slowing down if you need to slow down? Because we shouldn't be smoking every single day, 4 times a day. We should not be smoking that much. We sound like crackheads. This weed got a lot of niggas acting like fiends. And we know it is. We got a lot of females acting like fiends. And you know that's true. A lot of these drugs out here are making you tweak the fuck out. Just making you act way out of character. You get drunk, you're acting way out of character. Let's start thinking about our decisions when we put these things in our body. Let's start controlling how much we're putting into our body so we don't get out of character, so we don't feel out of body for real. Because you're running away from a feeling that's gonna be there when you get sober. Stop running away from that feeling and just deal with it so when you're sober you can live in peace. But you're taking these drugs to get to a whole nother level, to forget about it and numb it. And then when the numbing wear off, you start feeling the same problems you had before. This year, we cutting that shit the fuck out. We're cutting it out. Take care of your body. You take care of your body, your mind's gonna work better. We need our minds to be working faster this year. We have to produce more things. I have to produce more things. I gotta do better. Some people, their dopamine, their coping mechanism is a gym. Some people's traveling. Like, there's good dopamine effects, there's good coping mechanisms, but we just can't over-rely on the worst option. We can't over-rely on the worst option because it's leaving us with more problems for the future. It's leaving us with more problems for the future. I want to travel. I'm going to travel more this year. I'm going to get outside and go to other places to expand my mind. Of course, we're going to make some money this year. We're going to make a lot of money this year because we deserve it. We're putting the work in to make the money. The money's not going to just pop up. We wish it pop up, but that's the easy way out of everything. We just don't work like that. We're working for our money. That's why 2 months ago in November, I dropped the video on how we should get started on our 2025 goals right then and there. I'm already 2 months ahead of certain niggas. That 2 months can cost me so much. It can help me so much. It's okay. You're starting right now. Start consistent. Break this year up into quarters. This year is multiple quarters. 4 quarters. First quarter is now until March. We have to win the first quarter. The first quarter has to be a dub. Has to be. And it will be a dub because you're going to consistently do what you got to do right now and build that momentum going into spring. Because spring is when everything starts blooming. Spring is when the flowers come back up. Spring is when the earth is fertile to all your ideas. Right now, all your ideas are magical in your mind. You believe it. It's the most wonderful time of the year. Because you get everything. You get those great ideas. You get those gifts. Now you work with those ideas. You work with those gifts and you build something that can sustain you for the rest of your life. And then watch when spring hits. Spring hits, all this shit will start flourishing for you. But you have to stay consistent until spring to see the flourishing happen. What happens is last year you said the same thing, but you stopped before spring even got there. And went back to the old habit of the last year. Stay consistent this year. I promise you, stay consistent this year. This gonna be the year. This gonna be one of them years. This gonna be one of the greatest years of my life. It's one of many. It's going to be the greatest year of your life. One of many. Go chase your dream, bro. Go get your bag. Go get the money out there for you. Go get it. Go get the people you want. Sacrifice for a little bit. The girls are always gonna be there. My nigga, the girls are always gonna be there. Sacrifice just for a little bit. Sacrifice for a little bit, save your money. You know what, dates aren't expensive. You love to take a female on a date because it's a beautiful experience. It's a beautiful night out. It's amazing. But right now in our phase, if you're in that part of your life, bro, you don't need no dates right now. Lock in. The date's distracting you from working on your mission. You're distracted in 2 ways, your time and your money. Your time and your money is important. You can't buy time back. You can't get the time back you spent with somebody. It's not a waste. I'm never gonna say that. But at the same time, there's priorities. All the homeboys, all the hanging out. Watch what happens. It's not going to go away. None of that shit's gonna disappear if you take a break from hanging out with the homeboys just to focus on what you gotta work on. Give me 3 months. Take 3 months and just kind of dissect yourself from a lot of people and a lot of activities that you were doing before, just to focus on your dream and goal. That's why it should mean something to you, because you're not just doing this for fun. You're not just doing this because a random dude like me on YouTube told you to. No, you're doing this because you have a dream, you have a goal, you have a vision that you want to achieve. You have to do everything possible to achieve that vision. We're not perfect, so obviously in that time span, it might not be every day, every hour of the day. But do your best. Get as close as possible. Hit 100 push-ups a day, at minimum. Hit 100 push-ups a day. Hey, that's all I got for you today, man. It's 2025. We're starting with a banger. And it's only gonna get better from here. 2025 is only gonna be better. Like this video and comment on this video for me. I appreciate you watching. This is your year, my nigga. Go take that shit like it was written for you.